Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about: did the events of Star Trek Discovery Season 2 The Red Angel somehow retcon the short trek Calypso, similar to that of TNG All Good Things? Now, there's been a lot of debate going on lately with Season 4 of Discovery having to do with Zora. Zora is the AI intelligence from the Spirit data that took over Discovery ship and is a sentient being. Now, ever since the short trek, fans have been wondering, when are the events going to take place? What's going to cause the U.S. Discovery to, go into a nebula, wait there for like over 1,000 years? What caused those events? Then in season 3, it was kind of like, oh, okay, so they're doing the whole Calypso thing. This is kind of interesting. Where is this gonna go? For the most part, nowhere. Now, let's recap, shall we? Star Trek short treks. Why were they created? Like, I don't know. No one truly knows. It's been debated. At first, when they came out, people assumed that it would give other officers, like the bridge crew, their own episodes, because they didn't have no screen time whatsoever in the entire series of Discovery. That turned out not to be true. So then fans assumed, okay, this is going to tie into the next season. The first season of Short Treks, no. It didn't really expand on it. I mean, it did expand, but not in the way people assume. Then season 2 of Short Treks, it still kind of didn't expand on things to see, because things are getting retconned here and there. Like Strange New World, they now got different uniforms and stuff. And the only one that really ever tied into anything was the one about Mars being destroyed and the events of Star Trek Picard. However, the Calypso episode was very interesting and intriguing. It was completely different than anything we saw in Star Trek Discovery. Star Trek Discovery was dark, gloomy, and gritty, and Calypso was surprisingly uplifting, which confused a lot of fans. Now, what was the true purpose of the Calypso episode? Well, a lot of fans have theorized that since so many people hated Discovery and them changing everything we know about Star Trek from the past, this was a way for them to please the fans by saying that the Discovery ship is an unclassified ship. It got stranded, deserted, and it's far, far, far into the future now, where it won't piss off fans. That's the most things that fans assume, because Discovery pissed off a lot of people. They changed so much in Star Trek lore that people are just like, what am I watching, So this was a great way for them just to say, okay, look, something's gonna happen. Y'all can stop complaining, and then y'all will never see these events ever happen. So in Calypso, it's 1,000 years into the future from the Discovery timeline. And so the USS Discovery is in a nebula, and it's just been waiting there for years and years and years. I forget how long. And the entire ship is deserted. At that time, season 2 of Discovery was never created. And for some reason, the creators of the show decided to give their ship an artificial intelligence named Zora. We don't know how this happened, but it happened. Also, we don't know what quadrant that this ship is in. However, there is a small ship or a shuttlecraft or something like that, or an escape pod, I can't remember, and it has a man on there. Now, we don't know this man's species, so for argument's sake, let's just pretend to say he's human, because he looks human. But a lot of aliens in Star Trek look human, so you can't really tell. But let's just say he's human, right? The ship brings him on board. They attend to his needs. And so I think when she tells him, she's a USS Federation ship, he doesn't know what the Federation is. He has never heard of, which means something happened that caused the Federation to go bye-bye. So then, while on the ship, she begins to fall in love with this man. And they spend so much time together. I forget how much time passes, but they spend a lot of time together. They're watching movies. She makes a avatar figure of herself. They go dancing. They have Taco Tuesdays. But then he misses his family. He misses his home planet. I forget what he said his home planet is. That's not really important right now. So he leaves, and she is heartbroken, and that is that. And so I remember when this episode came out, I was really confused and pissy because like the trailer made it seem like it was something completely different. The trailer made it seem like that the ship didn't want him to leave and was going to keep him there no matter what and fall in love with him and stuff. Now we've seen that in sci-fi a million times. So that's what people assume. Then it was the complete opposite. The ship just let him go and stuff. It didn't try to put up a fight or nothing like that. And so now we get into Discovery Season 4. Well, actually Season 3. In Season 3, they time travel to about 900 years into the future, about 1,000 years. Okay, check mark. That will happen in Calypso. The ship in Season 2 took on the spirit data and has an artificial intelligence in Season 3 named Zora. Check mark again. So this made fans think, oh, okay, they're gonna go all Calypso on this thing. So let's see how this plays out. And did the showrunners ever try to like give Zora any true emotions, any storylines, try to explain her in Season 3? Nope, 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 nope. And then they started in Season 4 because so many fans raged against the machine. And so they're like, all right, fine. I guess we don't have to address this Calypso thing. So then in Season 3, some changes got made to the ship. The ship now is more suited to that of the 32nd century. It now has the letter A on there. The ship now has programmable matter on there. The nacelles separate. I even think the color of the ship might have changed. Like it used to look like a bronze gold kind of color, but sometimes it looks silverish gray. So I don't know, maybe it's my eyes playing tricks on me. And so this caused confusion. We're like, well, hold up. In the Calypso short track, there was no letter A on there. There was no programmable matter. The nacelle stays stuck to the ship, and it still looked the same way it did before. So this is kind of like confused a lot of fans. Then we get into the whole Federation situation. When they went to Earth in the 3rd season, the Federation was gone. Now the Earth Defense Force was on there. But then we found out the Federation still exists. It's just hiding far away in a cloaked bubble. So it's kind of like, okay. And now Zora is starting to like defy her orders. She is starting to act like a normal person. They're debating the whole measure of a man thing, you know, what to do with Zora and stuff like that. So now this leads me to Season 2 of Discovery. Events from Calypso and events from Season 3 and 4 of Discovery are similar. And I'm wondering, did the events of Season 2 Red Angel with all its time travel shenanigans change the events of the Calypso thing? Similar to that of All Good Things. Now, let's go old school Star Trek sci-fi, shall we? Whenever in the Star Trek shows they go back in time, they alter the present day that they live in and they alter the future. This could very well have happened because of the whole Michael Burnham's mom constantly going back in time, changing the timelines. Now remember in Season 2, she constantly went back in time, changing stuff. And in Season 2, everything that happened felt like present day to the Discovery crew. But things have actually changed and stuff. Like those people being on another planet and stuff. So, now we get into All Good Things. First and foremost, All Good Things is the best Star Trek finale of all time. Period. Let's just get that out the way. Now, in All Good Things, it dealt with a Picard that was traveling through 3 different timelines as a result of Q. Something happened in the past that caused the world in the future to... Oh, did they travel to the future and then something... Oh, something happened. Something happened where... something happened. And it started destroying all, like, existence and everything. And it altered the past. I think something happened in the future, and then the anomaly kept traveling back in time, destroying things, stuff like that. Anyway, so Picard saved the day, like he always does, right? Now, in the future of TNG, we saw that there are different uniforms. So they have different uniforms. They have different comm badges. The ships can go warp 13 now, and the Enterprise D and Data are still alive. Worf has now joined with the Klingons and left Starfleet. Riker is an admiral, and Troy is dead. So, then of course Picard went back in time and he changed stuff. Now, to be fair, when you go to any future episode of Deep Space Nine or Voyager, they still have those All Good Thing uniforms. This is probably just a production reason, because they probably didn't have time to make the uniforms, and also they had the templates on hand, and also they was a big hit with the fans. And no matter how much time travel shenanigans happened, the future of Star Trek always had those uniforms. But then they changed things in the Picard series. Some things stayed the same for the most part, and other things changed. Because of the time travel shenanigans of All Good Things, the uniforms now look different than that of All Good Things. The ships don't appear to go warp 13. We really don't know, to tell you the truth. And they have a different design. And also the bridge design is completely different. Riker is a captain, not an admiral, and he's not relieved of duty. He's not retired. He's kind of just like on like standby or something like that. He can always take up the role whenever he feels like it. Troy is very much alive, and they even have kids, and they are married together. Whereas in All Good Things, it was shown that Worf and Troy were going to start a relationship, but as we saw in Deep Space Nine, that never happened. In All Good Things, Beverly and Picard at one time was married. We have no idea in the Picard series if they were or not, but for argument's sake, let's just say they not until season 2 comes out. We have no idea what Beverly is even doing. She was a captain in All Good Things, but because of Nemesis, she now works at Starfleet Medical on Earth. Data is dead in the Picard series. Period. He's dead. So that whole All Good Things thing, boom, never happened. I don't remember if Geordi had eyes or not in All Good Things. I know he did when stuff the time travel stuff started happening. But I think in All Good Things he had mechanical eyes. We know he still has those mechanical eyes and like Nemesis and stuff like that, but we don't even know what happened to Geordi. We have no idea what happened to Worf. Now, a similarity with Picard's series and All Good Things is that Picard is a retired admiral and he's living in his home vineyard and stuff. So they got that part right. That wasn't changed too much from the time travel shenanigans. Picard had an illness in All Good Things. I forgot what it was called, but it caused him to act like senile and everything like that. Then like in Picard series, he still had that illness, but it didn't make him senile, but it did eventually kill him and everything. And now Picard is a android. Everything that we know and love about Starfleet has for the most part changed. It's more moodier. The events what happened with the Romulans caused them to like piss a lot of people off around in space and stuff like that. The Enterprise D is completely gone, and now we have the Enterprise E. So events did get changed as a result of All Good Thing of Picard telling everybody what happened to themselves in the future. They made alterations to their lives and stuff. And so that now makes me think. In Calypso, Zora became sentient when all of the crew either left or died the ship in the Calypso thing. However, she's now become sentient now, like starting with like season 4. So this is like another retcon. The different tractor beams. Now in season 4 of Discovery, they encountered an anomaly. So this made fans theorize, oh, hold up, Calypso, that short trek, Zora and Discovery, they're in a nebula and everything. Could this be the same one? Well, it turns out to be a completely different anomaly. So they're giving us bits and pieces of Calypso, but changing it. I even remember when I saw Craft, when I saw Book. At first, I thought Book was Craft because it's been so long since I saw the Calypso. I thought they were the same person. So I'm like, oh no, wait, they're completely different and stuff. Also, not to mention, fans shouldn't really take this whole Calypso Zora thing and start Discovery season 4 all that serious, because if you stop and you really think about it, you know, the events of season 2 Disco probably retconned so much stuff in that Calypso episode. That's probably why the ship is now different in season 4. That's probably why, like, the Federation supposedly didn't exist, because they were just hiding out. See, events got changed as a result of time travel. So it's kind of like, I know like a lot of fans begin kind of like upset about this whole Calypso thing and then Discovery season 3 and 4, but you know, you just have to remember time travel. Like you got to, like, things got changed, things got altered. The writers had no idea what they was doing. They decided to have an scapegoat by just sending the ship into the future and like in a nebula and giving it artificial intelligence. But then once they realized, oh wait, we're getting picked up for season after season, so let's like explore this and everything. And so yeah, I just think that events just changed because of time travel shenanigans and stuff. And so when it comes to Calypso, just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it no longer exists. It got altered. It got retconned. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter no more. Alrighty. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.